Every defense needs a guy over the top, needs the man over the top that's going to take care of everything. If somebody takes a shot up the middle of the field, not a problem. Not a problem. That's why you have a guy at free safety there that is the answer, and that takes care of that issue for your football team. And for the Las Vegas Raiders, they have a guy that is quickly ascending and becoming one of the better defenders in the entire NFL in Tre'von Moehrig. Now, first off, I loved Tre'von Moehrig coming out of TCU, and I love that the Raiders got him in the second round of the 2021 NFL Draft. A guy that really, to me, showed right out of the gate that he was one of the best defenders on the team already, and I think he's going to be a big reason as to why this Raiders secondary takes a big step heading into 2022. So, like we had talked about, it had a solid overall rookie year for the Raiders. Had a total of 55 tackles, 1 interception. Now, you think about a guy that's, it's only 1 pick, but people need to just calm down, okay? Because at the end of the day, the success of a player isn't just figured by stats. You have to look at the film test. You have to look at a lot of different things. In the film test, if you watch any amount of tape on Tre'von Moehrig, you just see that the NFL quarterbacks, they are not starting to throw this young man's way, and there's a reason for that, because he is an absolute stud. Then you talk about the fact also who had a 72.5 PFF grade, there was a little bit of a sample size with that, but at the end of the day, you saw a guy that only allowed 9 receptions on 16 targets. Getting up when you that's how you know when safeties are good or when corners or DBs are good, when they allow that around that 50% catch rate. Like, it's just tough to get catches on them, and you really saw that out of a guy like Tre'von Moehrig down the line. So, and again, what you want from your defense, what you want from a guy in terms of over the top, is you want a guy like Tre'von Moehrig that's going to just shut down any attempt to pick you apart down the middle. Now, how does that affect the rest of the defense? Well, honestly, having a guy like Moehrig on the field, I think, helps a lot of different things. Obviously, the pass rush, we've covered ad nauseum this offseason. The Raiders, if it plays up to its potential, that the Raiders pass rush, oh boy, watch out. So then you talk about, goes back to the linebackers. Okay, how does having a guy like Tre'von Moehrig in the middle of the defense, how does it help them out? Well, they know everything behind them, like specifically over the middle, is good to go. So that allows them, I believe, to have more free reign, allows them to have more confidence in the secondary behind them. Then also, we've also talked about a guy like Nate Hobbs, who was one of the top graded slot corners in the entire NFL, just an absolute stud at that nickel cornerback position. Could he play outside too? Probably. I think you honestly could plug him in and be just fine and comfortable and dandy with him taking some slot and some outside cornerback snaps. So he's clearly a stud there as well. But having a guy like Tre'von Moehrig in the room for your DBs, I think it's a huge confidence booster as well. You have a guy that has already shown on being a young rising star for the Las Vegas Raiders. And honestly, I think at the end of the day, when you're a coach, when you're looking at the personnel you have, you can cross off that free safety box. You can cross off that one checkbox on that defense. Like, okay, and I think he's a solid building piece. Him and Nate Hobbs, for that matter. Two guys coming out of the 2021 NFL draft. They're solid building pieces, and I think they're guys that you really need to make sure that you keep around for a while, get those younger guys up to speed with players like Moehrig and Hobbs, and just keep them learning, keep them hungry, so that way you can have one of the best. I mean, you've already got 2. If you can continue to develop, Tre'von Mullen Jr., then also you got Rocky Ya-Sin as well. In the secondary, you got Darius Phillips, Anthony Averett. Like, this young secondary definitely gets a lot from a guy like Tre'von Moehrig. They benefit greatly from having 2-5 back there taking care of business. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about Tre'von Moehrig being the answer for the Las Vegas Raiders at free safety.